Hi, this is Dr. Andrea Shanowski, and I'm here with AlignLife today. And what I want to do is share with you a little bit more about a kid's chiropractic story that really just touches my heart. It made a big difference in my life, and I'm just really excited to share this with you today. I had a 6-year-old girl come into my office with her mother the other day, and this little girl was actually suffering from something called urinary reflux. And basically that meant that every time that her bladder would empty, some of that urine would actually go back up in her ureter and possibly go towards the kidney, which was actually putting her at a risk for bladder infections, urinary infections, and also possibly even urinary infections that were spreading up to her kidney. She had been dealing with this condition for about 3 years, and she had been on long-term antibiotic usage. Her medical doctor was actually doing ultrasounds and CAT scans looking to see if the urinary reflux was getting worse and monitoring that over a 3-year period. They gave her medications, steroids, things like that to reduce the inflammation and to prevent that bacterial infections, but they weren't getting any long-term results and weren't seeing that that was improving at any large rate. So we actually did an examination of her spine, and we actually found that in her low back, now in our low back we actually have bones that are separated with these little discs, and we've got nerves that exit at every single level. And these nerves are actually going to our kidneys, our bladder, and helping us not only with moving and functioning on a daily basis, but also telling our organs how to function too. We actually found in her lower back, her sacrum was actually twisted off to the side and her spine was curved as well. And that was actually causing pinching of those nerves that go to the kidney and also the nerves that go to our bladder. So she was having issues not only with her kidney function, helping to push that urine out to the bladder, but also having problems with the bladder emptying fully. So we started adjusting, and initially when she had come in, her mom had said that she was having trouble even sleeping at night. She was getting up about 13 times every single night to use the restroom because she kept thinking, I think I have to go, I think I have to go. She wasn't even able to sit through dinner because that reflux and that urge to use the restroom made her get up every couple minutes to go see if she had to use the restroom. In many cases, it was a false alarm. She wasn't able to go. So after we did that first adjustment, we actually did a checkup and about a week later, and Mom had said, we've had a huge difference. She only got up 2 times last night to use the restroom, so she only got up twice, and she actually used the restroom at that time, and she was able to sit through dinner for the first time in 3 years after getting that first adjustment. When we checked again after that first adjustment, her spine was twisted again in that low back area. So what we did that second visit is doing another adjustment. And then we started looking at her posture and gave her some exercises to work on at home so we could start getting the muscles actually activating and holding the spine in place so she can get some long-term results. After that second adjustment, her dad brought her in for the follow-up appointment. He wanted to find out what's going on in this office. He's like, I couldn't believe it. She's been dealing with this for 3 years. The medical doctors have no answers, aren't able to get us any results. She spent 1 time in your office getting an adjustment, had some huge improvements, was able to sit down through dinner and sleep almost all the way through the night without getting up. He said, I want to find out what's going on. So the second visit, he had said, she's able to sit through dinner. She's actually sitting down longer at school and not having to get a bathroom break all the time and embarrassing herself. She was able to sleep through the night fully without having to get up at all to use the restroom, just from 2 adjustments to restore that normal function of the spine and normal nerve function that was telling the kidneys and the bladder how to function well. So if you know somebody that's dealing with any type of bladder issues, whether it's urinary reflux, kidney reflux, or any type of interference there where they're not getting their body and organs working properly, it's a great idea to suggest to them to talk to an AlignLife clinic near them. Set up a consultation and see if you can maybe get an examination with the doctor to find out, is there a physiologic cause that's causing their issue? Is there something that's going on in their spine and the nerves that supply every single cell and organ in their body that could be causing their symptoms? Call your nearest AlignLife clinic, set up an appointment, or if you have a friend that's dealing with those issues, have them set up an appointment and go with them, because sometimes you need that little bit of extra moral support. But it's a great idea to make sure that your spine is working well, because that really directs the function of every single thing in your body. Thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate you being here, and I'm glad I was able to share your story with you. Have a great day.